Welcome to sports, everybody. Despite the 242 being COVID-19 free so far, Bahamian sports still being affected. We can tell you that yesterday the National High School Track and Field Championships were called off. Some of the visiting coaches from Freeport, Grand Bahama and the Family Islands weighing in.
We were comfortable with the response from the director. We first of all support the director and his team and the decision that they made. There's no need for fear. We are comfortable at the hotel. The children have already paid their money to get here. They were excited about the meet already to compete. We know that CARIFTA is right around the corner. Everyone was excited. They're still in high spirits, though most of them wish that they were still able to compete.
I mean, so the athletes is quite disappointed. You know, a few kids cried about it. You know, but you know, that's something we gotta be very cautious about. You know, this is our health, and I think the minister did the right call in providing safety for our health.
A few athletes who were a bit disappointed as well. One of the things were that they were very eager to participate. It was a challenge for us, you know, getting over to Nassau, and the whole idea about this thing was to come here and to give a good showing. But we understand that precautionary measures have to be, you know, has to take place.
I have no problem with it being canceled because it was done as a precautionary measure, and like Mr. Sweeting said, the students are disappointed, but they understand it's for their good.
With high school nationals called off, a press conference was held yesterday announcing all international travel for Bahamian teams has been put off, meaning the Bahamas won't be heading to the CARIFTA Track and Field Championships if they are still held next month.
You know, I have to take a deep breath when I respond to that, because we really was hoping that, you know, the CARIFTA Games, which is really the highlight of Bahamian track and field at the national level and regional level, is certainly something that we were looking forward to. But if you look at the trend, I think that they are responding to the World Health Organization's recommendations. And obviously, if we talk about community spaces, then we're looking at regional community spaces. Jamaica has canceled its boys and girls champs. So I think you got to wonder whether this is more hysteria than managing. But I've spoken with the organizers of the CARIFTA Games in Bermuda, and Donna has indicated that all systems are a go. They're still planning for the event, and they're hoping for a successful event. So in the worst case scenario, if the event is to be postponed, the CARIFTA Games, I don't know if there's ever been a time in CARIFTA history where that has happened. But I would like to think that there wouldn't be a cancellation of the CARIFTA Games, provided that countries show up in goodly numbers. But failing that, the alternative would be that perhaps consideration would be had to delay the games to perhaps closer to the summer months.
Staying fit is definitely a healthy way to live, but with COVID-19 concerns lingering, gyms become a source for high contamination. Our sports team stopped by MacFit 360 to see how they're dealing with the situation.
We have high sanitation practices. We have disinfectant wipes throughout the gym. We have also sent out an email blast to all of our clients, you know, updating them on the coronavirus, just reminding them to bring their towels, bring their own personal hand sanitizers, and just being mindful when they're in the gym. If you're coughing, sneezing, make sure, you know, use your elbow, wash your hands regularly, and like I said, bring your personal hand sanitizer so that you can make sure that you're keeping yourself safe, wiping down the equipment before and after use. And that's something that we've been doing before this coronavirus even came about. It's something that we are very, very high on here at MacFit.
Our pro basketball players in Europe being affected by COVID-19. Michael Carey Jr. recently signing on with the Pulley Foxes in Switzerland. Jerron Keno Burrows has been in France for a while, now playing with Aymorine. As for fellow national team player Willis Mackey, he's in Spain with Carballosa.
The first thing that was said to us was a week ago about that the Swiss Basketball League was postponing the games for 2 more days, but our Americans, you know, just literally left. I was supposed to fly back to Miami, and I told them to divert my whole travel plan and just send me straight back home, man, because I don't want to risk anything. they're going to stop the league until April 19th.
About 4 days ago, they came out and said that we're going to play our last game Friday, and then after that, they will be shutting down the league for 2 weeks. Now, after the NBA and the Euro League and the NCAA shut down, they canceled the game, and we basically on standby until the end of the month. And then at the end of the month, they'll reevaluate. But it's a tense situation because a lot of the foreigner players want to go home. A lot of the leagues, other leagues have already canceled the league for the season. So right now it's just a waiting game to see, do we come back in April and finish, or is the season done? Just taking it one day at a time, trying to take the precautionary steps of using the sanitizer and just kind of staying inside as much as I can. And we just waiting on news day to day.
Our coach just told us as of right now, the next 2 games are canceled. And as of right now, practice is canceled until further notice. He said we're going to check his situation again on Monday. The thing is, our arena is the ones that's closing everything down too. And obviously everything around here is slowly but surely like just closing. Like we have a big university here, they obviously closing down and everything. Also, they advising us to obviously stay in our apartments, able to go to the store, stock up on some food, and just chill here. But other than that, they're telling us not to leave, don't go to no clubs, don't go to no bars.
COVID-19 also dealing a big blow to the NBA after Utah Jazz big man Rudy Gobert tested positive on Wednesday night. The league was forced to step in and suspend the season. Teammate Donovan Mitchell has also tested positive, and more tests are now being done around the league. At the outset, a 2-week window seemed like the best case scenario to get back up and running, but sources now say the NBA will go on a 30-day hiatus with the unfortunate expectation that it will last even longer than that. Playing in March Madness is the pinnacle for student athletes who compete at the Division I level. So far this season, one Bahamian had realized that dream as Charles Bain and the Robert Morris Colonials clinched the Northeast Conference's automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. That joy was short-lived, though. Late yesterday, the NCAA announced that the rest of its winter and spring championships have been canceled due to concerns surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. With that call by the NCAA, its Division II National Swimming Championships came to a screeching halt after just a day and a half. Devontae Carey and McKendry still able to win the men's 200 medley relay. They set a new facility record in 1:25.29. Carey got it going on the opening leg, clocking 21.45. The Bahamian also swam the 100 butterfly prelims yesterday along with the 400 medley relay. Jared Fitzgerald also at those championships swimming for the Tampa Spartans. He swam the 50 free on opening day, then came back yesterday for the 200 freestyle and the 400 medley relay. Back here at home, the Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association deciding to go ahead with its final set of Davis and Fed Cup trials this weekend at the National Tennis Center. Jacoby Bain, Rodney Carey Jr. and Marvin Roll trying to secure that last spot on the men's Davis Cup team beside Justin Roberts, Kevin Major Jr. and Baker Newman. Roll and Carey go head-to-head today starting at 1 p.m. Bain sees his first action tomorrow. On the ladies' side, Elena Mackey and Simone Pratt, along with Ulrika Russell, doing battle to see which two will join Carrie Cartwright and Sydney Clark on the Fed Cup team. Russell and Pratt kick things off today at 1. Like Bain on the men's side, Mackey will also have to wait an extra day before taking to the court. Police Month in full swing, basketball action taking center stage yesterday at the Anatole Rogers Gym. The headquarters Transformers dethroning the Support Stallions, winning big 36-17.
Just came out, we decided to execute. The game plan was to take the ball out of the point guard's hand, which is Freddie Lightburn, very established point guard in Government League and Night League. So we just decided to take the ball in his hand and let our guys try and beat us.
That's a look at sports. The morning edition comes back after this.